Who will Usyk fight next? Watch this video. Hello, welcome to Tommy Edson. I hope you're all well. So, who will Alexander Usyk fight next after last weekend's performance where he just beat Tyson Fury? I don't think it was a robbery at all. In fact, I think he beat him convincingly. Many people are saying 8-4 to Alexander Usyk. I think the AI judge had it about 9-3. I don't think it was that far. 8-4 I could definitely see. I personally had it 7-5, 115, 113. I think that's where I was at with it. And I think Usyk basically just delivered the better performance. Tyson Fury was great. It just wasn't great enough. I mean, I said ahead of this fight that Tyson Fury had to be on the front foot. He had to be really aggressive. And I truly believe that he could beat Alexander Usyk if he stuck to a certain game plan. When the fight started, I thought, aha, he is sticking to this game plan and he's going to put it on Alexander Usyk, but it kind of faded away and he didn't really launch. He didn't really go with the, with the body shots and with the head shots with any kind of consistency. And he seemed to be hesitating in there. And that's why I think, ultimately he lost the fight because Usyk just got better and better and better. An amazing boxer is Usyk. But what happens now? Tyson Fury feels aggrieved. Again, his whole camp always feel aggrieved if he's lost. Can't take a loss. Can't take anything like that. But Usyk, obviously the gentleman that is, he goes on to, does he go on to pastures new or does he want to continue fighting? Soon after the fight, Daniel Dubois got into the ring, totally wrong idea, and then it kind of put Usyk on the back foot a little bit. Just say, what the hell are you doing in the ring? I'm supposed to be having an interview here, and you're just storming in. I just thought it didn't look good, Daniel Dubois. It just didn't look good. I can see why you're doing it, because I can see you want to fight. And afterwards, Usyk was saying, to Turkey Al-Sheikh, let's have this fight, we can do it. But you could tell he was pissed off. You could tell he was just like, what the hell are you doing in the ring? Daniel Dubois should be concentrating on his fight against Joe Parker in February, not this. He should, one thing at a time, Daniel Dubois. But for Tyson Fury now, I think this is there's an easy decision for him to make if he wants to make it, because the AJ fight is there. Now, I'm not saying that's the best fight to have. In fact, I'm not even saying that I really want to see that fight from a competitive point of view, because there's nothing on it. The other aspect to that fight, Tyson Fury against AJ, is people saying, it's the best of Britain. Well, it isn't. It isn't the best of Britain, because Daniel Dubois, he's the IBF heavyweight champion of the world. He's beaten AJ. He demolished AJ. So actually, Daniel Dubois is the best of Britain. Tyson Fury and AJ are not the best of Britain, because Daniel Dubois holds the belt. AJ has already lost to Daniel Dubois, so the logical fight for best of Britain would be Tyson Fury against Daniel Dubois. That's the fight to have this best of Britain. But this leads me onto the whole thing about Usyk. Where is the money fight? So for Tyson Fury, this is an easy one. He gets in the ring with AJ, maybe a couple of fights. These are big money fights. But for Usyk, now Daniel Dubois wants a bite of the cherry again. That isn't a money fight. With Daniel Dubois, that isn't a money fight, even though it's going to be undisputed, and I get it. Even though in itself it is a huge fight, it's not a money fight. Daniel Dubois still doesn't have that kind of appeal. He still doesn't have any kind of crossover appeal. Daniel Dubois still isn't a household name. Usyk is not a household name in terms of crossover, in terms of pay-per-views. Usyk needs Tyson Fury. Usyk needs Anthony Joshua. Those two are the big pay-per-view sellers. Those are the ones that are really going to bring it. This is why Turkey Al-Sheikh was so desperate for Tyson Fury to win, to beat Usyk. He was so desperate for AJ to beat Ngannou. He was so desperate to get AJ against Fury in a boxing match that actually meant something. So for Tyson Fury against AJ, whether it's the right fight, whether they're deserving to have that fight, it's a kind of a nothing fight. It's not best of Britain. It's the best of losers. That's all it is. Now, it's going to sell a lot of pay-per-views. It'll probably fill out Wembley Stadium, no doubt. But it's not the big fight. For Usyk, his only fight right now is Daniel Dubois if he wants to take it, or he just goes off into the sunset. But he still wants to fight. And also, let's not forget here, there is another aspect to this, that Usyk probably still wants to fight, because if he can generate funds and still attention for Ukraine against Russia in the conflict, then he's probably going to keep on going. And it's also about PR for his countrymen as well, some kind of figurehead, give them hope in their darkest days. That's probably what he's thinking about as well. But at the same time, if he wants to take a bit of his purse and donate part of it to the war effort as well, then obviously he's going to be a national hero for Ukraine. But he's also going to be looking for the biggest payday to help that as well. He's not going to be able to achieve that with Daniel Dubois. So for me, this is quite simple. Usyk has to say to Turki Al-Sheikh, I want another fight with Tyson Fury. Whether you agree that there's anything else to prove, whether there's anything else to be resolved, whether Tyson Fury can get him next time, all that kind of stuff. I personally don't think he can, unless he changes his strategy and he just goes all in for 5 or 6 rounds and really sticks it on Usyk. He has to surprise him. He has to bewilder him, and he has to just use his size, use his strength, use his bullish tactics, and he has to just lay it on him. If he doesn't do that again, he's obviously going to lose. It would be an easy win for Usyk. So right now, you kind of think, I don't think Tyson Fury's got it in him to beat Usyk right now, because he's proven twice that he can't do it. But Usyk, for all the non-boxing reasons, needs Tyson Fury, or he needs AJ, because those are the big fights that are going to generate the biggest pay-per-views. Now, I'm not saying for 1 second that AJ deserves a shot at Alexander Usyk right now, because after he got demolished by Dubois. This is why I said straight after the Dubois fight, I said AJ has to get straight back in the ring with Daniel Dubois, because he has to claw this back. He has to get himself back to that top table. If he's not there, he's out of the conversation, or he's not worthy of the conversation. That's probably more the point. Alexander Usyk, he needs either of these two right now to provide that big pay-per-view, to provide that big event, spectacular, because Usyk on his own, he won't generate that. Usyk against Daniel Dubois won't generate it. Tyson Fury and AJ, they will always generate that for the next couple of years. Usyk knows that. Usyk is probably hoping that they can get a third fight with Tyson Fury. So watch this space. I would not be surprised if this fight is announced. I wouldn't be surprised if lots of people come out of the woodwork and say how wrong this fight is. Oh, Tyson Fury doesn't deserve a third shot. All this kind of stuff, right? But think about it from a money point of view. Usyk should be desperate for that fight again, because he shouldn't be having a fight with Daniel Dubois. One, it's very risky, of course. Young buck, Daniel Dubois, full of confidence, and he's just going to go at Alexander Usyk and just, because he hasn't got possibly the ring IQ to think, what, I've got to, watch how I go here. I've got to pace myself. No, he's just going to go. And if he lands, he's probably going to take out Usyk. But it really depends. Of course, there's lots of ifs and buts here. But for Usyk, he doesn't need Daniel Dubois. He's already beaten him once. He doesn't need any of the top heavyweights out there. And also, he doesn't need them because they won't generate enough money for him. He needs Tyson Fury or he needs AJ. Those are the only two fights he's got. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If he wants to keep on fighting, if he doesn't want to retire, that's the only fight for me. If he does fight Daniel Dubois later in the year, then personally, I think it's a mistake. This is, of course, assuming that Daniel Dubois beats Joseph Parker. There's no guarantee of that, of course. No guarantee. Even if Joseph Parker beats Daniel Dubois, that still isn't the money fight for Alexander Usyk. It isn't. The only money fight is Tyson Fury against AJ. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, just keep on watching the videos and I'll catch you again. Bye now.